So, hey everyone. Today we're going to continue the detailing of this character, of the torso, to be more specific. So, yep. So this is blocking. So we were continuing these parts here. Am I keeping the blocking mesh? I think just for the aesthetic of it, I'm going to go and grab one of the ball joints. Like she has here. All right. Hey Marco, comment vas-tu? Très bien, merci beaucoup. Et toi? Hello there, how are you going? Pretty good, and you? All right. I hope everybody's doing well as well. Okay, so let's continue with some detailing and whatnot. So there's some easy detailing that can be applied, especially with this mesh here. So like all the contouring and everything, having this like rubber material, is something we're gonna want to do. Um, yep. So let's duplicate the mesh. We're gonna keep it to level 2, delete everything else, grow it once. Actually, we're gonna grab. Oh, okay, it was already grabbing everything. Grow it once so that our line is exactly in the middle. Delete everything that is not visible. We're gonna put everything on the same poly group just to make sure it doesn't confuse what we're trying to do. Curve tube. We're gonna try it with 5. 5 is a tad small, maybe like 6. Sounds about right, but it was just not placed correctly. Um, Sounds good. Looks good, I guess. Let's place one here as well. Okay, all right. So now that we got our meshes, I'm gonna do an auto group. Just grab one of each. Also, there's like duplicates, so there we go. Mirror and weld, in case it was not perfectly mirrored. It's good. All right, so we already have this border all around. So that's a plus. Let's assign it a material. Yeah, maybe that like color here so it breaks the silhouette a bit or darker. We'll try this color here. All right, so we'll subdivide this already. We can always like inflate it, do any other manipulation if we need. And we're just gonna go around like fixing some issues and also maybe detailing it. So here we can just like, let's say, mimic that like it goes under this cloth part right there. Here we're gonna modify the cloth here a little bit so it's a bit cleaner. And this part, I want it to look like it's actually going over it. I'm already going to make the clean version of that because it's I'm already trying to do a few things and it's not really working out. Or I can just like maybe subdivide it for the moment. We'll clean up, making sure everything's fine. Brown. So like when there's stuff that's like interpenetrating, like clipping inside of like another mesh, we're trying to get rid of that. Also having this contour kind of like reinforces where the edge of the shape is. Morning Marco, comment va ta journée? Pas mal bien, merci. Pour le moment, ça va bien, ça va bien. J'espère que ça va bien toi aussi. Do you have an inspiration board for this? No, I'm just redoing one of like another insectoid like the one I did previously. Hello, how's it going? Thanks Twitch, I was just thinking of booking Turkish airline. Oh, I guess you're talking about like an ad that was at the beginning. Mixaron Dragon Bite. Hello. Well, hello to you too. All right. So all around that's good. Now let's adjust this here. Oops. There we go. All right, so same for here. Once like all of that is clean, we're also going to go around and see like where we can have this mesh clip with like other with its surrounding. Let's call it that. So here eventually there's going to be like an actual seam that connects like two cloth part. Probably one is going to go like on top of the other, like overlapping him. So we'll see for that part later, but for the moment, got this. A few part that needs to be lifted up. Do we have anything like that to fix up here? I think I took care of it. Yep, okay. All right, perfect. So placement's done. It's all clean now. Let's look for like some detailing, like adding where the plastic would clip with the rest, that sort of stuff. Can even, like, for example, make one here. So what we're going to do for that, we're just going to take our mouse brush in back face and put one on minus 100% of move. So it's just going to move like one side. I'm also smoothing it a little bit because I see sometimes stuff like that happen, and just smoothing it like really softly helps. Actually, I'm using smooth relax to be more precise. Maybe not here, maybe place it here instead. Yep. All right, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's place one here. It calls for it almost. Too strong. There we go. Okay, that's good. Wonder if I need anything else. Well, we could add also, well, maybe it's gonna need another subdivision level for that. Oh, a bit of thickness here I think is gonna be necessary. There we go. Something else I like to add on tubes sometimes is you just like mask a part and you just inflate. It just does like a little like thing like that. There we go. We'll add detail. Maybe a bit thicker. It's like the same thing I just did. I think that's good. All right. What we can do now also is can take care of like those cloth part as well. The salmon color is pretty much just to see it like better because it's pretty dark. The real poly paint I took for it. What do we have in the chat? Hello Marco, I love your work. Do you have any advice on making motorcycles, especially the engine? Not really. I've never modeled a motorcycle, nor I am a motorcycle enthusiast. Are VODs watchable for subs, or can you only see the last two streams? You can go on the bottom of your screen right now. There is a link. Just use that link. You can use any of the two links and go to YouTube, and we have all the videos there as well. We'll just like indent a little bit where these are, just so it kind of like just creates some feeling that there is a something happening between those two materials, basically. If it's like flat with nothing happening, it could be like a little bit not enough of like a signal that these are maybe like sewed together or something like that. Same for the top part here. All right, so now I'm going to just try to like give it some like fold and that sort of stuff. We're gonna record a store target of that. We're gonna go into our layers. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna try to create some folds for that. There's two options that comes to mind. I got this like brush that creates folding. And there's also the cloth nudge tool that I really like. Oh, am I gonna have to find it? Maybe it's a brush. Cloth compress. It's just like a bunch of cloth compression like that I could use. Of course, this material will not. This is not like the good like treatment for this cloth. Like I'll need to. First of all, the direction needs to be okay, and I'll need to probably like smooth it out a lot to get what I want. It's, although that's not even, doesn't even. It needs to be like really smoothed. Like this is kind of like a Kevlar-esque material, let's say. Maybe even more padded than that, so I'm not sure. So what we can do also, brush, crease, not crease, cloth nudge. There we go. We have to remove a lot of subdivisions though. And we can kind of like try to push it and get more of the compression we want. We'll need to store morph target some stuff back in place though, for sure. Yeah, there's also cloth hook we can try. Let's make it way less strong than that. Like I say, a lot will be smoothed out now and remorph target back into place. Just trying to get like a that's not really satisfying. Oh boy. I mean, at some point I might just like do them manually because I'll try like a big radius. No, for the top, it's absolutely not gonna work this way. Okay, let's try to see if I can. Okay, if I can do something good with that. I'm gonna kind of like manually put it back to place, but we're gonna clean it right after that with the store morph target, so it really goes back to where it was before. This part is an absolute no. So we're gonna try to just use the base that it gave us and fix right, so this way we have more like the directions we're looking for. Things might be a bit too intense still. Some folds maybe not needed. Yeah, and in the end, it's not bad. Just using the what we had for the cloth nudge and stuff, using it as a base, and then you just compose with that. Trying to get some of those like crisscrossing folds. It's like the go-to way to mimic folds. Those like crisscross. It's basically what we would have gotten if I used that alpha from before. Just checking if I need to reuse my morph brush to cleaning the edges. Mostly everything looks fine. Good. Maybe we're just gonna uncrook, like straighten, I should say, just straighten stuff here. There you go. For what it is, it's satisfying. Okay, we're gonna live with that for a while, see how we feel about it. Let's actually let's add the seam. Let's go for the complete final look. Hi, do you have any tutorial on making cuts and pins? No. What matcap makes it look like the top of my cat's? That matcap makes it look like the top of my cat's head. Fucking love this sculpt. Thank you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude. I have a Sphinx. And okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I thought my sound wasn't working, and all of a sudden, heard a voice talk about jump scares. Boo! This is Marco's scary stream. We'll inflate near the cavity. That's good. And yeah, I think for the moment we'll keep to that. But there's also like another detail it could be cool to have. I should have it somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. Those things here. Okay, they're a bit too big for her. She's much smaller than the Mantis, this character, no? So some stuff, like I have to scale it down, otherwise it just looks like too big on her. And not in a good way. Like, I mean, have like a sense of like scale between the characters, and using props that you repeat gives like really helps with the sense of scale and all and stuff, but like that was just like a bit too big though. That would not be helping me in the end, I find. Try this here. I'm not gonna like start sculpting the like the clipping of one into the other just yet, because I just don't know if we're gonna keep it. Okay, that's cool. Will I need any of that on the top part here? Let's go for it anyway. Let's try it. I love your work, man. Thank you so much. Learning a lot recently, but your alpha and your tutorials have come road, so I'll be diving deep into that soon. Pretty cool. Awesome. Demdor, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. everywhere where there's those clips, I could add something on the cloth part to just like really make sure it fits well with it. But we're gonna wait a little bit before doing that. I just want to make sure that like I really want those clips to be there first. By the way, like I had the time to play a few video games recently, and I've the last one I played is Senua's Revenge, and it just came back. Senua's Revenge. I keep saying Senua's Revenge. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Man, that's I don't remember the last time I played such a short game, but pretty good. Pretty good. Psychological uh, story with some combat. Decent combat. It's not the best like gameplay, right? It tends to get like sometimes a bit like repetitive and stuff, but you know, the game's not super long, right? So I think it kind of like does not overstay its welcome. I would have taken more story though. There's like some pretty great moments in the game. So all in all, yeah, all in all, pretty fun. And I really like the first one, so I was happy with the second one as well. I think I preferred the first one, but I played it a long time ago, so it's hard to say. I think I'm gonna go for I like the clips where they are. I think I'm gonna actually kind of like model the embossing and stuff, the bumps. Maybe I should say more. And the other game I played, this is more like something I played like once in a while to relax though. It's an old game I played a long time ago, but I actually absolutely recommend it. It's called Fury, but it's spelled F-U-R-I. I'm having the feeling maybe I talked about it on the last stream. I don't know, but I'll talk about it again. So yeah, it's kind of like it's a boss rush game in the style of like it's like a mix of like bullet hell and like kind of like the combat from Dark Souls. We could even say a little bit. It's very good. It's very good. It has a like the combat system is just really fun. Plus also I never played at the harder difficulty. Uh, I have always played that game at the recommended difficulty, and today I've just finished the last like secret boss. That's so freaking hard. Like he's hidden because he's so secret. He's secret because he's so hard. But yeah, I just finished it, and yeah, that was a gauntlet, but super awesome. And yeah, at first I only played on the normal level, and like I just decided to go for like the hard mode because I thought the hard mode would just be like, oh, the characters have more HP and they hit harder. It's like no, they're all their attacks are different, like harder to dodge. They're all like amplified and stuff. And man, it's really worth it to play on the harder difficulty. It's like if you don't like this kind of game and you just want to see, sure, go for the normal one. But if you really want to get like the full experience, yeah, absolutely do the Furier mode, which is the hard mode, basically. Really good game. Strongly recommend it. It does not have like a super high score on Metacritics. I'm not sure why, but like I can totally vouch for that game. The music is super awesome too. It's like synthwave, and yeah, it's really good. I think there's even like one or two people that worked on that game that I know. Because in the credits I recognize some names. So yeah, Fury, really cool. I'll just write down the name. It's Fury, but it's written like this here. There we go. Did you try Lies of P? Yeah, I tried Lies of P and also tried Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade was like a bit too easy, you know? Too easy. But except for the last boss. Last boss was like bullshit. It was super hard compared to the rest, and like you can like cheese it with just like special attacks and stuff. So it was not really like a good um like getting to like the last boss did not ramp up the game so you learn like the attacks like or whatever. It's like the last boss was just like extremely punishing compared to the rest, and it's like it's not the worst boss that I fought in my life, right? It's just that like the game did not train me to be able to defeat the last boss. He's like way faster, way this, way that, almost kills instantly. You have to get like the parries like perfectly, and no other bosses in the game ask you for that. So it was kind of like a fail in that sense at the end of the game, um, for me. But the rest of the game was pretty fun. It was fun to go through. Graphic wise, design wise, pretty nice. Parkouring was not super great, but it was not like making the game like boring or like not good. The music was pretty nice. I mean, and you clearly can see like what they were inspired by, like Nier versus Nier Automata versus like other kind of stuff. So they wear it on their sleeves, right? Which is fine with me. Made for a good experience. But yeah, talking about like Lies of P, it's a bit of the same. It's also like a game where it's like, okay, well, obviously they're doing like a tribute to Bloodborne in their own way. Um, Lies of P, I was not, I didn't like the design as much as like Stellar Blade, and but the combat system was pretty good. Um, it was a bit kind of like hard at time. Like the last boss, I beat it in like two tries, but the first try I was like, that's. I thought it was going to be impossible. Like I think I got lucky on my second shot, but the combat system was pretty good. It's like it's a bit clunky, but I yeah, I liked it. I thought it was nice. In terms of design, yeah, like I said, I thought it was maybe like a bit boring. Um, there wasn't like there wasn't really a lot of suits that I liked. I ended up like taking the hunter suit, which is basically just like the dog head and the one of the tattered like suit. They all look the same anyway. And I thought it was kind of like funny, but like I didn't look like Pinocchio at all, let's say. Still, I had fun. If actually nobody asked, but if I had to recommend one or the other, I would probably recommend Lies of P by a little bit. But at the same time, they're kind of like really different one from the other. Like Lies of P is really trying to be a challenge, whereas like Stellar Blade is more like a game to like just enjoy the walk, basically, I'd say. And then like feel powerful and have cool moves and attacks and that sort of stuff. But Fury though, for me like that like trumps those two games like easily, easily. Plus it's like it's an indie game, it's short, it doesn't cost a lot, so it's like you can really easily try it. Like Fury might be one of my like top games ever. And soon Elden Ring's coming out, so that's going to be a lot of fun. How do you feel about steel rising? I have no idea what is steel rising. I don't really read the news, by the way, or like go on like websites or the internet much. A lot of like what I know, it's just because like people told me about it. So maybe like I should know what steelarizing is, but alas, I don't. So you see, like a lot of like when I'm sculpting is just to kind of like have the feeling that like really there's something like under that's influencing like the shape of it. And in my book, it works pretty well. Actually, I'm going to do a manual save. Take a little sip of coffee. Oh yeah, steelarizing, that's what it is. Okay, interesting. That I like the premise of it. Is it like super new? It's like really I never heard about it. And I feel like I always end up hearing about like Souls-like. Oof, I don't super like what I just did right there. Oh, I didn't I didn't take care of that part. Trying a little something here, that little like detail. Don't know if I should put some focus on it or just let it be just like a small like. I'm gonna try something here. It didn't really follow the surface, unfortunately. We're gonna have to kind of like place it by hand like this. A bit annoying. It's a 2022 game. Okay. Which Souls-like do you think has the best movement, dodging, crouching in mechanic? Sekiro, by far. Sekiro is all just base level in terms of like gameplay, combat system, all that stuff, maneuvering, feel, all whatever. It's my favorite for that. Absolutely. What polygon do you usually use for secondary and tertiary detail? I don't know the number. That's not how I deal with that. I just add the topology that I need, and I just ask myself the question: is it going to be well baked in the things at the end, and is it like an area that I need to really put this like level of like attention and definition? And some of it comes from experience as well, for sure. No? Of like knowing if it's going to be enough or not. No? But I tend to just try to stay low. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna kind of like really like make them tucked in there. Yeah, that's cool. Looks detailed. It's fun. Do we need this around it as well? I think it's gonna be alright like that. Okay, let's do the same thing here, but for the top part there now. So let's start with the folds and stuff. There's not going to be like that much fold. I'm still on a layer. Do I need to keep those layers? Yeah, I'll collapse then at the end. It's a bit too much. Let's try again. Especially, I'll just try to make it look good with these things here. I'm gonna remove that big tube. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. And it's not about having it like super defined because it's not even what we're going for. It can stay like thick and uh, like undefined, basically, you know, soft looking, whatever you do. So I don't think that we're gonna need any seams on this cloth parts, on these cloth parts. Could just like make one just to say almost. I start to place those pins. That's gonna be about it. All right, let's go back to these pin subtool, curve tube. Oh yeah, let's delete the subdivision layers. This time, let's not place them in transparency, because last time it didn't snap to the surface correctly. Got them. Put them on another layer, put them at the same level of subdivision. Right. I think we can bake our layers. That's good. And we're pretty much done with the cloth part right there. There's still a bunch of stuff right now here that is just like in mid detail or that sort of stuff. We can still go around, add details, or I think there's like a few like props that are missing. Maybe it would be good to place now, like some clips and whatever. Like the belts, they don't have like the clips yet, so I can just go around and add that. But it's cool. I like the cloth part that we added. Happy of the results so far. Sorry, I'm to check something. All right. So yeah, the clip thing. I don't think I've been using any clips on the other characters when I think about it. These are all the straps that I have. This should be good. Alright, just a little clips here. It's already not bad with that. I don't remember if I was placing the detailing on the belt for these characters. We'll have to check. Maybe I should. Okay, let's place the clip, place the details on the belt, and call it done for today. That's going to be my objective. All right, let's get cracking. gonna act as the clip. Like I said, this entire mesh, we're gonna need to, I think I'm just gonna like dynamesh it to a higher level now. We're gonna come back to detail it later though. All right, one last strap. Or do I need to have one here? Because there's already this thing that goes under. This is gonna attach to the cloth later, so thinking this one, plus it's like in the flexion area, so I'm thinking this one we can do probably without. Okay. So, the belts. What do we do about the belts? Okay, let's collapse them. Let's see if I can just add, like with, let's say like let's try an inflate brush. That's like a brush that I place like alphas on, but it's based on an inflate brush instead. And let's load something that looks like nylon. Style it like 3 times. Okay, let's use a normal alpha brush instead. Okay, there you go. Let's put some radial in there. Like, if this does not look clean enough, I'll place it with some alpha instead, with the UVs instead. But might as well just see if we can just go quickly, which it feels like we can. So that's perfect. Or maybe I should place that on a layer, just in case. Thanks, Hugo. There we go. And also I'm just gonna want to have like a cavity in the middle of this. I think the cavity we're gonna place it not on a layer. Or what we can do is we can just create its own layer and then do a morph target. So I'm gonna grab the front side and back side for each. All right. And then we're gonna shrink this selection to like one line. There we go. Invert it, mask. And push. I rounded off those straps a little bit too much. I'll try to do something to get some more rigidity back. Let's do a grow, mask, shrink, change mask direction. That's not exactly on the corner. Okay. It's a bit more rigid. All right, that's good. I use noise to place texture, but this way is a lot faster. Yeah, noise is cleaner if you because you can also use the UVs and that sort of stuff. So yes, it is cleaner for sure. This one's faster. So for stuff like that, I like to see if I cannot place it like the fast way, and if it doesn't look clean enough, then I go with the full way, like with UVs and noise and that sort of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty much there. So yeah, I think officially I'm gonna call this one done for the day. The what were we able to do today? Yeah, we've created the cloth parts, the straps, the clips for the straps, and yeah, that's about it. I think last time what I wanted to do was to kind of like start to do like the underlayer, because the underlayer is the thing that right now is the most unpolished. Um, because afterwards, I mean, the rest is mostly like detailing and that sort of stuff. Like all the gray plates on the front, they just need like a little like detailing pass. Maybe add some clips in there. We'll see, but mostly it's gonna be like those like small to mid detail, maybe. Um, and And yeah, I mean, there's like the tubes around her neck that are like lacking a lot of details at the moment. I made it on purpose to wait for those. And once I'm done, I'm gonna go and reach the back of the head, and then we're gonna jump onto like making the backpack and stuff. The backpack, I'm thinking I'm probably going to go relatively quickly with it. I'm gonna have established already like the visual direction I want with the front. With the back, I'll probably pay a little bit less attention since it's about it's not like an area that will be shown often, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it with that. And at some point we'll have the torso done, so we'll be able to concentrate on probably the legs first, and finishing with the arms, plus duplicating the arms to have the arms in the back. So yeah, yeah, this guy is advancing. Yeah, it's advancing. So yeah, let's go do a little raid. Um, yeah. So I guess thanks everyone for watching. I'll uh, I'll try to. have some pretty big plans this weekend. Um, then I am going to. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to do one next week. We'll see. I'll try for sure, but we'll see. We'll see. So hopefully I'll see you everyone on the next Tuesday. And until then, well, take care. Ciao.